afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you are, thanks for listening. What's up? Today's March 10th, 2025, 7:21 p.m. And I really am going to make this one short. I'm going to hit these topics, and then I'm going to hurry and do a role play, and then I'm going to go to bed on time. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to commit to that right now. So I'm going to blast through these quite quickly. At least that's the plan. So first thing is, yesterday I talked about how I deleted social media off my phone, and I did. And as soon as I did that, I thought, oh, how am I going to post stories? How am I going to film content for story posts? And that's when I started looking into posting from the Meta Suite app or whatever, the Business Suite app. And then I did all that stuff live. You heard it there. But shitty because it's not really the same. And there's a lot of features missing on that app. And when I post, it doesn't go to my personal Facebook, which is what I want it to do. I want it to go to my business Instagram and personal Facebook. But it seems like it doesn't go to the personal Facebook, it goes to the business Facebook, and nobody follows me or even knows that thing exists. So I'd be posting into the void. So whatever. What I'm going to do is this week, I'm just going to go without social media on my phone, and that's what I'm going to do. And today was actually pretty good. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I've had more energy today. I haven't been phone sucking all day. I was really not on my phone at all, actually. I was doing more reading, and I was on my computer at work more, trying to figure some stuff out as far as making content goes. But anyway, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I think for this week only, I'm just not going to have social media on my phone, and I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a system for myself to get it back and then use it for stories and stuff. But part of me thinks that maybe it's good for me to just kind of take a chill pill from all social media and back off, because I deleted everything. So I deleted Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. No, I kept Messenger, and then X. Is that all I deleted? And maybe it's good that I'm just not consuming all the political shit, because for the last few weeks, I've been on top of that, trying to figure out what's going on with Elon and the resignation offer that we got. And so I've been on X so much, just consuming so much news, and it's just, oh man, dude, it's rarely ever, there's just so much bullshit out there, and it's just so hard to want to get into and learn so much about when all the things that are being talked about, most of the things that are being talked about don't affect me on a personal level the way that they might affect the minority of people, you know? Because if somebody comes out and they say XYZ, that's going to affect maybe thousands of people, but we have 335 million people in the US. So I'm not saying it doesn't affect people and we shouldn't listen and whatever, but it just, some of the shit, yeah, what's his name? The white bald guy, he was on Joe Rogan's show. No, he was on Chris Williamson's show not too long ago. He's homies with, what's his name? The Two Bears in One Cave, or Two Bears in a Cave? Bear in a Cave podcast, whatever it is. There's the guy that is the drinker with the big beard, the big guy. And then there's the bald guy, that guy. I can't think of his name, but anyway, doesn't matter. And I couldn't give a fuck. So he said something like, most news and politics and stuff like that doesn't affect us the way we think it does. Not that it doesn't affect some people, but you know, it just takes so much mental energy and bandwidth to stay up to date with all that shit. And if you're not actively doing anything about it, it's almost like a form of entertainment, a form of very, very pessimistic. Is that the right word? Very negative entertainment, you know. And I'm not trying to fixate my energy on that. I know a lot of people who, you know, eat, sleep, and breathe news and politics and stuff like that. And I think we need people like that to do that. But if you're not actively doing anything about it, I just don't know. I don't know what you're doing. Just, I guess what Andy says, you know, you're a success zombie, but with news. You know, you're a news zombie. You consume all the news, you know, all the headlines, you know, everything about everything, you know, who's doing what. You have your own rabbit hole, you're, you know, quote, conspiracy theorist, but you're not doing shit about it. You're posting on social media and you're saying the same shit. You're probably annoying the fuck out of people because a lot of people don't really care for that stuff. I don't know. Just, it's what I think. But yeah, there's that. So anyway, I'm going to take a break from social media this week and just take a step back. So there's no harm in doing that. And then that got me thinking today. I'm like, well, what if I did this, you know, once every month or so? I just took a whole week, no social media whatsoever, and just did that. You know, I just had some posts scheduled so that my stuff was still getting out there, and I was, you know, I don't know. just thinking because mental health and the mental energy and bandwidth that we all have per day is so limited. And definitely hopping on social media and consuming a lot of stuff like that is very, it's very energy sapping. So, yeah. Also, like I said, I followed everybody on social media, and I think I had 3 people unfollow me. So they unfollow me quick too, which means they have the app that tells them who unfollowed them, and then they unfollowed me. And I don't know. I just noticed that because my count went down by 3. And it was so quick, it was bam, So I'm like, oh yeah, you guys, I don't know. Very funny to me. So that's how fake social media is right there. A follow is contingent on a follow. I don't know. Anyway, so there's that. Probably going to have to so the whole point of that was I'm going to get Instagram back and all that stuff so I can post on stories, but I'm not going to do that until I have a plan. Then I have a lot of shit in place. So there's that. I also had a team call with Mina and the whole MeFit team today, and halfway through I realized I wasn't even recording it, but there was a lot of funny moments, and I'm so bummed that I didn't get it. One of the things that happened, which I thought was so funny, was before the call I poured myself a glass of milk, and apparently that's a big deal to people don't just drink milk, and I don't know, I've done that my whole life. I fucking love milk. I'll down a whole milk is delicious. Did you hear? I just said milk. That's great. But I like milk, and I have old gaming clips of me talking about milk because I like to drink milk, dude. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. So as I'm pouring the milk downstairs, I'm like, wow, dude, I guarantee that someone's going to say some shit on the call when they see me take a big old swig of my glass of milk. And guess what? Take a drink. I mean, it says, is that whole milk? And I said, dude, I fucking knew it. I knew someone was going to say, and I told them everything. And everybody on the call started laughing, and I didn't capture it. So that sucks. But yeah, so the call was really cool because it got me kind of feeling inspired. I'm really bummed I didn't record it, but it got me feeling inspired in a way because, he's onboarding clients left and right, and he's talking about these numbers that he's looking to get and blah, 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 and what's going to be required. He's getting a new position open, all this stuff. And it's just so cool, man, because he's got his little empire. I don't know if you can say little empire, but he's got his little empire. No, fuck that. He's got his empire that he's building, and it's cool that I'm part of it. But I'm like in my head, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here, just so I can have more time. But it's cool because he's sitting there and he's talking about what needs to be done, what we got to focus on, blah blah blah. And I was like, dude, in the future that'll be me, and I'll be talking to these guys, whoever's part of the program. And we'll be doing some kick-ass shit. We'll all be responsible for different aspects. And we'll all be kind of the pillars of the whole brand. And that'll be fucking cool. And that'll be me. And that was kind of got me feeling inspired that way. I wish I would have recorded it, dude. God damn it. The one that I wish I would have, I did not. But yeah, it was cool. Got me feeling inspired. And I like that feeling a lot. So really excited for what's to come in the future. And anyway, 2 more things. I'm going to peace out. So the other one is, I am going to go through all the modules in the mastermind again, and I'm just going to commit to, let's look it up real quick. Let's do it live. So what I'm talking about is I'm in the mastermind. There's a shit ton of modules. There's a Facebook group. There's a whole lot of support. And honestly, I have fallen off track quite a bit. So my goal is to get back on track and go through everything and just do everything as it says. I'm not going to do anything other than what it says. I'm going to do it fully, completely before moving on to the next step. No questions asked. That's what I'm going to do because I'm paying for a blueprint, and part of me thinks I'm too smart for it. I battle myself all the time with this shit. But anyway, so it looks like there is expand all 33 lessons, 108 topics. Is that right? I don't think that's right. There's not 108. I guess maybe there is. 33 lessons, 108 topics. What is topic? What's a topic mean here? 5 steps. I don't know. Well, 33 lessons. Oh, I see. Yeah, there is 33. So there's 108 different things that I can click on and look at. So I'm halfway through the program. No, I'm not. What the fuck am I saying? I'm 3 months into the program. I'm halfway through the 6-month guarantee period, which Definitely probably don't qualify for anymore, which kind of blows, but it is what it is. But if there's 108 topics, that means it would be 108 days that I will go through everything and learn about everything. Now, I'm sure maybe some days I'll do more than one. Some days maybe I'll do half of one, depending on how long it is. You know, if I go to module 17, writing better content, there's ebook to sales call funnel, how to create powerful content, creating resonance in your ideal client, 3 tips to help with this specific problem, power of rewriting your story, how fitness changed my life. So maybe that's an afternoon. I sit down and do it all. But either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and commit to doing every single one. I'm going to try to get it done in a timely manner. I'm going to set a goal and commit to doing this. And I'm not going to do just one a day. That's for damn sure. I'm going to do a full-blown thing. My computer has been so slow. I'm very upset about it. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the monitor. I have to triple monitor set up here. But, it just froze. Is this still recording? Please tell me. Hopefully it's not cutting out. That'd make me upset. Okay, there we go. I think we're good now. No, maybe not. Fuck, dude, this is so annoying. Anyway, I'm just going to go through all of them, and I'm going to make an episode about this, and I'd like to do more shit on this podcast where I record myself working rather than just talking about what I did or I'm planning to do. I want to record myself setting goals, breaking down those goals, going through a module. So I can't remember what it's called. It's some form of productivity trick where you work alongside people, or you record yourself working. So that way it's kind of that added accountability. Like you can't just sit there and dick off because someone's on the other line. They're going to be like, hey, what are you up to? And you're going to say, oh, I'm just, I'm scrolling and putting the thing over here with the other thing and the thing's over here. So, and if I record myself doing it, it's honestly kind of the same for me, because if I'm recording a show, I'm going to have to talk. I'm going to have to say what I'm doing, and I don't know. So I'm going to do that. I want to record more stuff of me doing work rather than me talking about the work that I did or I'm planning to do, and try to be better at that. Because again, that's the whole documentation purpose of this show. Maybe I need to get some kind of schedule going. The thing with having a schedule of having this day is this day, that day is that day, I can't record this on this day, there's just more restriction. And maybe, because the idea of this podcast is not to be professional, not to have quality, not to have anything other than to record and upload. That's it. That's how it's always been. Even though it sounds okay right now, I got music, I got all that stuff. Even though that's the case, that's not the requirement. That's not the standard. The standard is whip the phone out of my pocket while I'm driving down the road in a FedEx truck. It's clanging around, and I'm like, "What's up, guys? So I just got a sales calling." That's the idea. It just so happens that right now in this long phase of this podcast, they're all at home with a nice mic, and I'm able to record and quiet. So it just is what it is. But so going with that, what I'm trying to get at is I like the freedom to record whatever, whenever, however I want, from wherever, and not have any kind of schedule to stick to, because there was a few points in time in this podcast where I had a lot of things going on with this show, and I removed it because it was just extra clicks, extra things to look at, pay attention to, all that stuff. And if I make a schedule, then it's just more shit that I have to tend to. So maybe I sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about XYZ. But then it's like, oh, no, actually, you have to work on this tonight because that's what you scheduled. And it's like, well, I only have 5 minutes to record a show, and I'm not going to work. I already worked. So now what? That's the idea. So, yeah, I mean, maybe I'll put a schedule up, maybe the days that I know I can commit to working, that'll be the show. So like, for example, Saturday mornings, I can definitely 100% commit to working on my own stuff, because that's the one morning consistently every single week that it's just me. I have no other responsibility. There's nobody here in my house. I don't have to go anywhere except the gym, but that's later. And that's when I could do that. So maybe I will do that, and I'll record myself doing more stuff. And then if I want to do more along the week, then I'll do that as well. But some things that I want to do that are coming up would be, I want to take the book, The One Thing, and I want to follow the framework within that. So what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else would be easier or unnecessary? And I want to follow that for the 5 year, the 3 year, the 1 year, the 1 month, the 1 week, and the 1 day, and then the now. And that's that's how it goes. Matter of fact, I bet I could find it in the book. And I'm going to go find it. I'm going to pause it real quick, so give me 1 second. Great, it's lagging as fuck. All right, I'm glad I paused. It took me about 5 minutes to find this shit, but it's called Goal Setting to the Now. And if anybody wants to follow up, it's page 150 of The One Thing. And I don't know if they're going to print more copies that are up to date, but it's March 10, 2025. So that's when I got it. But anyway, I think this is an older book, but anyway, page 150. So someday goal. What's the one thing I want to do someday? 5 year goal. Based on my someday goal, I'm saying someday, not Sunday. Based on my someday goal, what's the one thing I can do in the next 5 years? 1 year goal. Based on my 5 year goal, what's the one thing I can do this year? Monthly goal. Based on my 1 year goal, what's the one thing I can do this month? Based on my monthly goal, what's the one thing I can do this month? Based on my monthly goal, what's the one thing I can do this week? Based on my weekly goal, what's the one thing I can do today? Based on my daily goal, what's the one thing I can do right now? Now, I'm not going to break it down like that, but what I am going to do is figure out exactly what I'm trying to do, break it down, and then figure out what I need to focus on the day-to-day basis to get there. That's it. So that might look something like, okay, someday I hope to have, making $100,000 a month. What do I got to do to get there in the next 5 years or something like that? Well, I got to do these things. Okay. And I'm just going to go all the way down to where I'm at now. So what do I got to do to quit my job? Well, I need to make $5,000 a month. Well, how can I make $5,000 a month? Well, I need to sell 20 clients a month consecutively. Well, how can I do that? Well, and then I'll break that down just like that. And I want to do that live on the call. So I'm going to read this whole thing, but it paints the picture of what I'm trying to get at here. So it's kind of a read. So bear with me. My prediction is that this is going to take me 2 minutes to read because I'm a slow ass reader. Okay, ready? So it's 17. I'll start at 17:30. That's what I see. Based on my someday goal, what's the one thing I can do in the next 5 years to be on track to achieve it? Now, based on my 5 year goal, what's the one thing I can do this year to be on track to achieve my 5 year goal so that I'm on track to achieve my someday goal? Now, based on my goal this year, what's the one thing I can do this month so that I'm on track to achieve my goal this year? So I'm on track to achieve my 5 year goal, so I'm on track to achieve my someday goal. Now, based on my goal this month, what's the one thing I can do this week? So I'm on track to achieve my goal for this month, so that I'm on track to achieve my goal for this year, so that I'm on track to achieve my 5 year goal, so that I'm on track to achieve my someday goal. Now, based on my goal this week, what's the one thing I can do today? So I'm on track to achieve my goal this week, so I'm on track to achieve my goal this month, so that I'm on track to achieve my goal this year, so that I'm on track to achieve my 5 year goal, so I'm on track to achieve my someday goal. So based on my goal today, what's the one thing I can do right now? So I'm on track to achieve my goal today. So I'm on track to achieve my goal this week. So I'm on track to achieve my goal this month. So I'm on track to drive a tractor. My name is Paul Mabe. I drive a tractor this year. I'm just kidding. So I'm on track to achieve my goal this month. So I'm on track to achieve my goal this year. So I'm on track to achieve my 5 year goal. So I'm on track to achieve my someday goal. Actually, it took me a minute and a half. Here's Babe. Lexi's not even here, but she's on the show. So anyway, I said I was going to make the show short, dude. Fuck. Never happens. And again, if you're new to the show, when I first started after 100, my goal was to make every single one of these episodes 1 to 3 minutes long. What's up, babe? So yeah, that's not happened. I don't even think I have a show that's less than 3 minutes. Actually, 5 minutes? I don't know. Somebody find me the shortest show that I have. I don't know. I think it's 3 minutes, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I want to break the stuff down, and because that's the kind of shit that I would like to hear from. And I always give this example, but it's really it. Andy Frisella, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Donald Trump. We got all the famous NBA players, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Duncan. I would love to be able to hear what they thought back then when they were going through it and they were brand new and they didn't know shit, And so I would love to go back and hear how Andy set goals. Maybe he set a goal if he wants to make $3,000 a month from his podcast, from his supplement store. What does that goal look like? How does he plan to achieve it? That's the kind of shit I'm into. I think it'd be cool. That's the kind of shit I want to record, I should have said. So I'll do that 100%. I just want to record myself working more. And I've had the thought that I record just long work stints. And if the podcast is 8 hours of just working, then that's what it is. And I just record the whole thing, or that I upload the whole thing, and you can listen to it if you want. I don't expect anybody to, but it is there if somebody is very curious, which that would be me with Andy, right? So that's the idea, and I'm definitely going to do that moving forward. So that's it. So, and then I also had this idea, and it's just an idea. So before anybody freaks out, it's just an idea. But what if I made this podcast? What I just talked about, all the work stuff that I was talking about and the behind the scenes of me working the live work stints of 8 hours. What if I put that behind a paywall? And I'm not saying like $30 a month. What if it was $1 a month? And that would just allow it to be private, I guess, and allow the people listening to the show to support if they so choose. And it's honestly not really for the money. It's more so the fact that it would be private and that only people who are really serious about trying to keep up with what I got going on could listen. Because again, I talk about some stuff on here that I don't really want my own clients to hear, meaning like here's a sales call, running through the same script, running through this, I get off the phone, fuck yeah, I'm the fucking man. I don't really want them to hear me do that because I don't want them to think that they're just a number or that I'm doing this just for money or whatever. And that would allow me to put this podcast more, I could talk about it more publicly. And shout out to Nick. He says, who the fucking is Kublai Khabibi? So I didn't say that. I said Kublai Khan. Nick, Kublai Khan, real quick, is this right here. It is this amazing band right here.
This place. What do you hope to leave? Who's going to carry your body, your legacy, your dynasty? The word Khan in the English language translates to king.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
God is king.
Yeah. There you go, Nick. So, there you go. I lost track of what I was saying. Let's pull up my notes. I got notes again. So, yeah, anyway, it would be, I don't really want, that would allow me to put this podcast more publicly and I could talk about stuff. And if somebody wants to listen, then they can. And because this podcast has 508 episodes now. And I don't know. I just think it'd be cool. But then that defeats the purpose of the other one, kind of. But not really. I don't know. It's just an idea. I put all the juicy shit behind that paywall. I don't know, of $1, And I think I can honestly say right now I might have like 2 people that would do that. That's $1 a month. But that just makes it private. So it's not publicly accessible unless you want to give me $1. And honestly, I don't even know what I would. Let's just say 1,000 people did this. 1,000 people giving me $1. I don't know what I would do with that, dude. I guess I would just save it up, buy some new podcast stuff so that you can get better quality. I don't know. That's just the whole idea. I'm not super serious about it, but it is an idea. And for clarification, it wouldn't be the entire show, but. I mean, part of me kind of wants to do the entire show because I don't want anybody to listen to this. I don't have any care if anybody listens to this for the next 15 years. I say it all the time. Everybody who listens now, I'm so thankful for the support, but it's not meant for people now. It's meant for people later when I have success and shit going on so that I have an entire day-to-day documentation blueprint of how I got to where I'm going. That's the whole thing. So if I put a paywall behind it now, actually, that would be stupid because nobody would find out about it because it's all private, and I'd be talking into the void again. So maybe it would just be some episodes, because I know you can do that. I know there's an option, because Huberman does this. Dr. Huberman, Andrew Huberman, he does this. Some episodes you just can't listen to. Let's see. Huberman Lab. Where is it? Is it this one? Following episodes. Health science. Have I not rated the show? Oh, we're about to rate it 5 stars. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was on here. Where was I thinking about it? Was it on Apple? Well, I don't know. It was just an idea, and I'm not being super considerate of it. I'm not considering it super hardcore, but it was an idea, and I was just wanted to talk about it, so I did. And that is all the podcast notes I got. All right, well, this show was supposed to be about 8 minutes long today, because I really wanted to do the role play and then go to bed, because after I do the role play tonight, I will have successfully completed day 21 of Blade 1. So that means we have 9 more days. So 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more days. That's so fucking exciting, dude. That's so exciting. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Blade 2. I'm just gonna focus on getting this done, because I will not fail. I'm gonna make this happen. And yeah. So yeah, wasn't late anywhere today. Actually had 30 seconds to spare because I got screwed over at the gate where I go work. I have to go through a guard gate, and it's a big long line. They have to check your card, and I can just pick the slowest of the 4 lanes. It was great. But wasn't late. Woke up on time. I did my rigor today, and then I actually don't remember what I set out what it was, but I did pick up a shit ton of litter, cleaned up the bathroom a little bit at the gym. What the hell? What did I do? I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I refilled the paper towels in my work bathroom, because I guess nobody on planet fucking Earth there knows how to refill the paper towels when they're empty, and it's the closest door to the bathroom. Walk in there and you grab it, you restock them. But anyway, gave me something to do, so I did it. Anyway, so that's day 21. So today is day 21. I finished that, and then I have 9 more days left. It's very exciting. So I'm going to wake up on March 20th and be done. And I'm probably going to start Blade 2, whatever I decide to do for that. Probably the same day. So just to get this going again, because I created this fucking program, and there's somebody that's probably about to be on Blade 4. And another person did Blade 2 already. So, or they're on Blade 2. You know, so how do I make this shit? But I'm not even, I don't know. So anyway, there's that. So that's coming up. Pretty stoked about that. So yeah, I'm going to record this, upload it, and then do a role play. Probably be in bed by 8:30 or so. And that's what I got, guys. So I appreciate you listening. That's the show. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. That's it for today. If you got some sort of value or you were entertained, please consider leaving a rating on the platform that you're listening on. It helps a ton. If you are looking for a more polished version of this show, you can check out the Allegiant Excellence podcast, where I go deep into mindset, discipline, fitness, and personal development as a man. And don't forget to check out the links below and read the description. There are sometimes things written there that didn't quite make it on the episode. So thank you so much for your ongoing support in a guy that has massive ambition but nothing to show for it quite yet. And as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to listen and support. I'll see you tomorrow.